Hey everybody, thanks for logging on to riflesfootball.com. Darrin Bauming here with starting quarterback Riley Naujoks. You guys are coming off the bye, some time to reflect on where you're at in the season right now as you enter week 5. You guys in preparation right now for the Edmonton Wildcats on Sunday, 2 o'clock Central Time. Everybody can watch that game on cjfltv.com. But prior to that bye, Riley, you had a heck of a game. You set some records and climbed up some of the statistical categories with a heck of a game, albeit an overtime loss to the Regina Thunder. Before we get into those numbers, was it more difficult or easier to get back and focused for the prep week following that game and the way things went in the late going?
It's rough to have a bye. You kind of want to wipe it from your memory as fast as you can rather than having to kind of linger on it for a week. But, by about the Wednesday of the bye week, I was kind of like, okay, the game's over. I can't do anything about it now. It was cool that I put up a bunch of numbers, and sure, we lost, but I kind of tried to focus on all the great things that we did. Like, we did play a heck of a game on offense, so, it's definitely difficult to move on after a game like that, especially when you have a bye week, but, it's something you just got to work through, right? And we're on to the Huskies now, so.
Well, let's quickly talk about those numbers that you did hit in that game against the Regina Thunder. You were named a Canadian Junior Football League Player of the Week, rightfully so, as well as your kicker, Alex Miner. You guys both had great games. You hit 575 yards passing. You hit a new mark for pass attempts in a game in CJFL history. And then, what was it? How many yards is it ranking there?
I think it was like third or something in CJFL for yards in a game at 575.
So what all came together? What led to that kind of success offensively?
I think it honestly just comes down to good decision making. It obviously helps when you have the most attempts, right? And you can throw the ball a bunch of times, at a high clip. But I don't know. I think I came into the game, I came pretty dialed in. It's nice having those, it's good change up to have a night game instead of a Sunday game in the middle of the day, right? It takes you a little while, maybe longer, to get into the game a little bit. But, when you come into a game like that, it's a really good push for, it's really good to get into a game like that. Yeah. And you get dialed in, and I don't know, you just kind of roll with it. And everything in the offense started clicking. I started seeing everything really well. So, I guess that's a result when you kind of put together a good game plan, right? So,
and you got some great play from your receivers as well, but tell me about your offensive line. Troy Westwood and I had the opportunity to call that game on cjfltv.com and riflesfootball.com, and it seemed like they gave you lots of time to operate and kind of go through and find the receiver you wanted to.
I mean, they've been doing a heck of a job all year. I have nothing but praise for them. I mean, it's something to be said when you're on week 5 and you haven't given up a sack yet, right? So I'm definitely grateful for them. They're pretty much the engine of this whole boat, right? They got to make everything run. It goes through them. So, yeah, I'd say they're doing one heck of a job, and I hope they just keep it up for the back half of the season.
Tell me about the chemistry you're starting to build with your receivers. Obviously, this isn't your first year starting at quarterback for the Winnipeg Rifles, but it seems like there's 2 or 3 individuals you're really kind of clicking with.
There's a couple of guys out there that I've known since high school. I played on provincial teams with, so they're helping me kind of settle in and get comfortable, right? And they're a really talented group of young guys. Like, I have nothing but praise for all of them. I've been kind of working with them in the off season so we can build that chemistry, and they're all such talented players, and it's awesome, that I get to spread the ball out to them, and we have so many packages where we have all this depth at receiver, and I get the chance to get all of them the ball. So, yeah, they're playmakers. So,
yeah, they're definitely making plays, and we're looking forward to Sunday afternoon in Edmonton against the Wildcats. What's your focus in breaking down the film and looking at your opponent this week?
Honestly, we're going to try and approach them as best as we can. They run a lot of similar stuff to, like Regina, and they run some new stuff that throw a wrench in there, but I don't think anything that's really going to throw us off. So we're just going to keep playing our game. I think we're doing a great job so far. We've only been getting stronger as an offense from week to week, right? So really it's just keep playing hard, keep to the game plan, stay focused on what we're doing, what we're trying to accomplish, and hopefully we come away with a win this week.
Continuing to build, and of course that game, Rifles, Wildcats in Edmonton, is a 1 o'clock kickoff Mountain Time, 2 p.m. Central here in Winnipeg. And again, you can catch that game, cjfltv.com. Your starting quarterback, Riley Naujoks. I'm Darrin Bauming. Thanks for logging on to riflesfootball.com.